Morning, friends and family. John Miller, your Lake Stevens Realtor, coming at you here on a rainy Monday, October 19th, 2020. Today's question comes out of Marysville, Washington, and the question today: what is title insurance? What does that really do for us? And that's a good question because that's it's a significant expense during a transaction. Title insurance is typically paid by the seller, and it gives the buyer a level of an assurance. The seller's literally ensuring that nobody else has a claim to what the buyer is buying. They're ensuring the title is being transferred. The term we use is free, clear, and marketable. Now, that obviously opens up a lot of other questions. Can you sell without title insurance? Technically, yes. However, it's a really bad idea because downstream, as you know, whatever you sell to that buyer is going to want to sell it to someone else. It'll be very difficult with an uninsured sale in that chain of title. The title company does what's called a title report, a title search. It's not as exhaustive as it sounds, but they look at all the recorded information about that piece of property. Basically, they publish information. I had a discussion with a title rep some years ago regarding the legality of one of the items that was on a title report, and his response to me, which has always kind of stuck with me, is that title is not looking at the legality of what has been recorded. We are simply publishing information. So interesting to note that it doesn't give you that. It doesn't go past basically just here's what's recorded on title. And obviously very important, if you are purchasing property, do look through the title report. You can contact me. I can certainly contact our title rep, and we can sit down and go over those if there are items, or if you just want to go through the whole thing. We're very happy to do that. One final question on that is: can a buyer take title subject to a lien? That comes up from time to time. Technically, yes, they can if the buyer agrees to it, and obviously all the players that are attached to the buyer, their lender, and everybody else is okay with that as well. That actually happens with a little bit more frequency than people would realize, but that technically that can happen. So those are all that's in a nutshell what title insurance is. And again, it's typically paid by the seller, not always, but that's standard practices, typically paid by the seller. Cost will vary depending on the size of the transaction and the county that you're situated in. Any questions regarding that, obviously reach out to me directly. I'm very happy to answer those questions for you. Notice, look at that. Every time I think it can't get any lower, look at that, 2.81% on a 30-year fixed. Phenomenal rates. We are seeing inventory levels start to drop off as we head into the winter months. We are going to be right up here on Thanksgiving here in about 5 weeks. So good gravy is right for Thanksgiving. At any rate, as market is still very strong. Of course, we're just we don't have much to sell right now. Obviously, if you have any questions regarding that, let me know. Wherever you are, stay safe and healthy. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.